Hi, I'm back. So one of the things that we like to do during morning circle is learn about different feelings. And so I picked out a feeling to read to you today. And just wanted to say that this is something new we're all doing. So learning from home is something that I've never done before, and I'm not sure if you've done it either, but this is a new thing that we're doing. And so there could be many feelings that come up. For me, I've had some times where I felt frustrated, confused. When some of my technology stuff didn't work out, sometimes I was a little bit angry or mad. And so I've been really remembering to take my deep breaths. Sometimes I even take myself out of my special little classroom here and I walk outside in the forest and just take a few deep breaths, spend a couple minutes in nature, and I come back in and I feel refreshed and re-energized and ready to go. So it's okay. Having lots of different feelings is normal. Something that I've been enjoying is learning lots of new things. Sometimes it's hard to learn new things, but I also feel inspired when I learn new things and it helps me feel creative. So I want to also focus on the good things. So there's some of each, right? Like that's life. Sometimes there's great things that we really enjoy and things that not so much, but they come together and we can choose to be optimistic and think about the good things, but acknowledge the things that aren't as good and help ourselves move through those feelings. And we've talked a lot about moving through feelings and how to do that. But let's look at this feeling for today. So this feeling that I picked out was confused. And I'm going to hold it up for a moment closely so you can see the picture. I know it's a little bit hard through a video. I'm going to show you the picture and then I'll read some of the words or all of the words to you. I picked this one out because I think that what we're experiencing right now might feel confusing. It's confusing for me for sure. So confused. Have you ever felt like you didn't know what to do or which way to go? And the more you tried to figure things out, the worse it got. Sometimes I get so confused when I'm driving my train. There are so many tracks to choose from. I get all mixed up and never know which track to pick because each track goes in a different direction. When I'm really stuck and don't know what to do, I ask my brother for help. Everybody needs a little help sometimes to make things clearer. I'll show the picture again. And that's true. Sometimes we all need a little help. So my question for you, and this is one that I ask every time we do a feeling, is confused a feeling that you enjoy feeling or one that you want to move on through? For me, confused is one that I usually like to move on through. And if it's the same for you, let's think about how we can move through it. What can you do when your brain is feeling confused? How can you move on through it? And I'm going to tell you something right now that in order to learn new things, we have to experience a time of feeling confused. And then when our brain makes sense of it and figures it out and makes those pathways, that's when we learn new things. We make new connections in our brain, and that is how we learn. So we have to sometimes experience confusing feelings to learn new things. But what can we do when we're in the moment feeling confused? It's maybe you're working on your writing workshop at home and you feel confused. You think, gosh, I don't know what to do right now. Normally I would raise my hand and have Becky come over and she would help me in the same way that she always helps me. Maybe you're having a family member or an older brother or sister help you right now, and it might be in a different way, and that's okay. But you might say, this is confusing. I'm not sure what to do. What do we do when we're confused? Yeah. Think of some ideas. What do you do when you feel confused? Okay, I'll tell you some of the things that I think we can do and that I like to do. So when I feel confused, first of all, I take a deep breath because sometimes feeling confused can lead to frustration, and I want to stop my guard dog from barking before I get too frustrated. So deep breaths. Calm my body down because I need my wise owl to help me when I'm confused. Okay, so deep breaths. Get my wise owl back in charge. And now I'm thinking, what can I do? What can I do? Sometimes when I'm confused, I make a list for myself or just think, okay, I know how to do this part and this part and this part. So what comes next? What can I do next? What can I try? Okay, so I make a list and think about the things I can try. Sometimes I ask for help. So there's been times over the past few days when I felt confused about how to do something because this is new for me and I felt really confused. I might look on my computer to try and figure it out. I might ask Jerry-Ann or Lauren or one of your parents for some help. Can you please help me? I'm trying to do this and I don't know how. And if they know, they can give advice and really help me with that. And so asking for help is a great way to solve things when you feel confused. What else can you think of that can help you? Encouraging words. Yeah, encouraging words are great. So tell yourself, I can do this. This might be hard, but I can do hard things. Okay, so anything that you can think of to tell yourself. It's okay if I make a mistake. I learn from mistakes. I'm going to take a risk right now, and that's okay. Okay, so just be kind and gentle to yourself when you feel confused. I know that this is a confusing time, and I also know that we'll figure things out. And it's okay sometimes to feel confused. Don't let it get you down. Take your deep breaths and know that you are strong and that you can do this, and there's always someone that you can ask for help. Okay? You can always send me an email or a video, and I'm here to help you too. Even though I'm not with you, I can still offer some help and guidance. There's something that I want to share with you, and I'll include the video. And Jerry-Ann gave a really beautiful message to her classroom about these times, and that these times can feel confusing. And she talked about the different feelings that we might have and the different things that we can do to just acknowledge that this is different and new. And so I want to share that video with you. So you'll see my video, and after my video, you'll see the beautiful video from Jerry-Ann. So please watch that and enjoy it. And I wanted to say that teachers always learn from each other and we help each other. So just like you learn from other friends or from your siblings or from kids in the class, teachers also learn from each other. So I watched this video from Jerry-Ann and I thought, oh my gosh, that is amazing. I have to share that with my class too. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it's helpful. Okay, let's move on to math.